There we go. Right. You see, number 3 has been tacked down, but not torqued. I'm just on the different side. And it's also kind of a given. Don't just use the power tools to insert it. Thread it in by head first, just to make sure that it catches, because you do not want to cross thread this. Like, heaven forbid you cross thread it. Like literally, heaven forbid you cross thread this. Because if you do, you're gonna have to replace this. Go. Now, I need a paper clip in order to reset this tensioner. However, the paper clip is, I have some paper clip in my room and I don't feel like going to go get it. So I went ahead and I have like a set of picks. Yeah, is it picks? Yeah, like a set of picks and like clips, or don't know what it is, but I'll put it on the screen. I had bought this some time ago from Amazon because I don't have like any picks or pullers or plastic. I had like the trim piece, but I lost it, and to this day I still can't find it. And luckily enough, the one I came with a set of like disconnect keys for Fords. And this serves as a good pin. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get the bolts. Line this up. And yeah, but remember it is a 10. Don't forget this little gasket or bracket or whatever this is, and this is going to sit in the take out from your home. Come here. All right. So as it is right now, you can't see it, but if I were to engage, if I were to go ahead and act as a tensioner, put this down so you guys have an idea what I'm talking about. So I'll act as a tensioner. I'm literally about to run out of time here. Okay. That's a tensioner. Ah, crap, I can't see it. Alright. Can't see it. Alright. Hang on. Let me get a better. Let me set myself up better. Alright, so in my attempt to get a better angle at this, I try moving the intake cam just backwards just a little bit so I could gain more slack on that chain. And I heard the chain jump. Now you may ask yourself, well, what do you mean it jumped? Because like the times are still there. However, if you look on the bottom,
it doesn't look like much, but the chain jumped a tooth, throwing the engine timing off. And if I didn't catch that and attempted to run the engine as it was, I would have to remove the head to replace the bent valves and possibly replacing a piston or two.
that's where it jumped. That's where it jumped. So now what I gotta do is I gotta take that off again. Yeah, I gotta take that off again. And when I do take that off, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take this off again, so I can go ahead and set the. Do I? No, I need to take that off so I can go ahead and gain the snag that I need. And once I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and loosen. I'm gonna go ahead and loosen these so the camshaft won't jump on me. And once I do that, then I'll be able to put the tensioner on and then tighten everything down. So yeah, so next cut you can see everything button on together. All right. Everything is in. See, marks are there. Marks is there. See what the right mark with the dot. The guides are in. Along with that, so the guides are just finger tight for the time being. What was I going with this? Oh yeah. Move this out of the way. Yeah, I had to use this so I could shift the crank on the camshaft over just a bit so I could gain the necessary slack so I can wrap the chain on the bottom at the correct position. So you see everything is good. Now before I even pull that pin, I'm gonna go ahead and tighten down the braces again. And I'm gonna go ahead and put you back in your home. In your home. Oh God. I can already see that this is gonna be a long video.
A few minutes later.
Torque these down. Torque setting for the larger bolt is 20 foot-pounds. No, 20. Yeah, I'm sorry. 22 foot-pounds. And of course, the order of torquing is pretty much the same order as you saw me put down. So start with little first. There we go. Alright, both have been torqued down. Now the next ones is going to get torqued down are the smaller ones, which are these. So with the ones that just torqued down, there are 10 of them. For smaller ones, there are a total of 11. And the torque spec for these is I remember it was 18. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go ahead and check my phone and check my phone and verify that. Of course, these smaller ones are 10 mils. So let me go ahead and check the torque spec on the small ones. Alright, just looked it up. The smaller ones are set to 12, which frankly is not a lot, but who am I to say no to what Toyota wants? I just gotta find my 10 mil. Don't you love it when the one thing that you really need is the one thing that you can't find, which is the infamous 10 millimeter.
A few minutes later.
Yes, here's the 10. Perfect. I gotta hurry up because pit bulls in Miami are swarming me, and I don't like to get lit up by these flying pit bulls. And what I meant by flying pit bulls, I meant mosquitoes. I literally see like 3 big ones around me right now. whatever. So this one's a deep socket, so I don't have to stretch. I don't, wait, gotta do it in the order I got. Gotta do it in the order I did it. Perfect. Then I got those two over there. This one. Let me go to right hand first. Before you send it home. First. Send it home. There we go. Alright, remember 12 foot-pounds. There. Alright. Alright, so everything is buttoned down. Everything's buttoned down. You're gonna follow me, and as you can see, I'm gonna move this harness out the way again. There we go. And I'm gonna go ahead and let me see. It will be better from the bottom. Nah, do it from the top. Pull the pin. Alright, so everything is where it's supposed to be. And now to confirm timing, dump this and grab your 22. Put on your favorite socket of choice. Make sure you tighten it. And then, alright, I'm going downstairs. Where I'm going, I can't bring you with me. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna tell me if everything goes as planned. But of course, before I do that, let me put the timing chain guide on. Yeah, I'll find it later. Anyways, time to spin the engine. There we go. Should be relatively easy, but of course I get my small extension. Where's my extendo? Extendo located. There we go. It should spin easy because there's no compression at all. So it is normal. That is normal. That is normal. Alright. So okay, so difficulty is normal. Which means the spark plugs are still trapping some compression inside. Oops, wrong way. Alright, I gotta be quick about this. I'm about to run out of time. Alright, here we go. Spin this engine. See. Okay. Alright. So it's not compression I'm fighting with, it's the valve springs. Valve springs. My mortal. Ah. There we go. Woo! Alright, let's see the mark. Alright, then 1 full revolution. Then 1 full revolution of this engine. Everything spins. Everything is happy as it should. So yeah, everything spins. Everything's happy. So now, next thing I gotta do is just tighten those bolts up. Tighten that up. The tensioner does have a torque spec, but the torque spec is like so minuscule. I think it's like 7 foot-pounds. I just went and just got it tight as much as I can. So now with everything like kind of happy, now the next thing I gotta do is we'll fire it out. I do gotta fish that plastic piece out. Let me see, what should I do next? Yeah, next thing I'm gonna do is the timing. Where did I put it? Yeah, next thing I gotta do is the timing cover. Alright, time to go downstairs. So we're gonna go ahead and replace these O-rings with what's on the bottom. And I'm using a pick. Using a straight pick. I would love to use an angle pick, but I can't find it. I really do need to organize this. Toolbox. Yeah, I'm sure like the moment I do organize it, that's when I'm gonna find everything. I mean everything. Yeah, anyways, that's it. Time to go downstairs. Get out the way. Close that so I don't hit my head. Alright, so there we go. So 3 seals we're going after is that, and that. Turn on light. Yeah. Yeah. Just those 3 seals. That's what we're going after. I'm just gonna go ahead and just grab my pick. Just take it off. I mean, do know that, you know, that this has been here for a very long time. So these will be like super hard, super dry. Well, not super dry, but you know, be on there like super hard. And do not have a tripod to set you down so you can see. Let me see. Gotta put you here. Oh, okay. Yeah, you have to. I'm gonna take my word for it. One moment. All right, I was able to get it loose. Oh, I said I was able to get it. Said I was able to get it loose. Ooh, wow, this thing is brittle. Okay, there we go. Here's the old one. Kind of pliable, but you can see it's brittle. It's old. So comparing that with the new one, which is nice and pliable. Yeah, so nice and pliable, old and brittle. It's not dry, just old and brittle. And given the fact that it went on wet, I'm going to put it on. I'm going to put some oil on it. So one moment. Right. So the next one is going to be that one, which is that seal. And given the fact that there's already an opening, I could just go in there and just see if I can go and snap it off. Let me see if I can do this on film. Oh, come on. No one there. Dig and haha. Alright. So let's see. This one came out. It is rather stiff. Very stiff. And then the last one, which should be easy. Okay, this one came out a little bit better. You see, they're out. That's that one. It's stiff. It's stiff. Even though like it's been in, even though it's in oil, this goes to show you that, again, even though it's in oil, it can still dry out and get like really stiff, really hard. And if the seal like gets really brittle, it's not gonna seal right. It's gonna lead to leakage. And in fact, it is an oil seal for the oil pump. It's gonna lead to like loss of pressure. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these on real quick. And there it is. All the seals, O-rings have been replaced. And the only thing I just gotta replace is the crank seal. Alright, time for reassembly. I'm gonna try to make this quick because I'm about to run out of room on this phone and I'm about to run out of power on this phone. You can see I went ahead, did my best to try to clean this off to the best of my abilities. With just a plastic scraper and some brake clean and paper, shop towels. But in order for you to put this on, it's very mindful that you keep in mind of how the oil pump, how it orients, and how it sits. Because you want this part to fit on the flat of the sprocket gear. Right there. So as long as this section sits on the flat of that, you're good. As long as that is the only thing that's gonna prevent you from putting it on. And once you're able to line that up, you do have the two studs. There's one here and there's one on the bottom that will help you locate the and center the center of the cover. And there are, I think, two. Yeah, I think there's like 2 pegs that'll help you also center the cover for the pegs. So there's one there. Let's focus. There's one right there. And there's one right here. Those are the 2 pegs that you gotta look for. So you got 2 pegs, 2 studs to sit on. Of course, you did it as obvious reason for backup, because just in case you do take this stud off, you'll still be able to center it with those pegs. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the gabagoo on. All right, fibbage is on. Well, let me actually show you. Wonderful. So fibbage is on, did the best I can with the visibility I can get. I know some areas some thick in some spots, but I rather put too much than too little, especially back there. You see that's a mess, that's because I can't see. So there we go. This there. Oh, also I forgot to. Where's that line? Okay, let's see the line. Forgot the one on the bottom of the old pen. Alright, into the box. I got 15 minutes to put it on. There's no set time for it to be, you have to wait for it before you torque it, but I'm just going to go and put it on and start torquing them down. And I do have the order on my tablet. So yeah, we're seeing this in real time. Watch me struggle. Put this on. Okay. Top bolt on. This is on. Alright, let me get the lower stud on. Help. Help. Alright. Second time putting it on. It wasn't as bad as the first. Believe me when I say it was a whole lot worse. Alright. Time to put this on. And I'm going to go ahead and torque it down at the same time. Let me pull up my picture. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's not there. Firefox. Boom. Just give me a bit. All right. Yeah. So there you go. Essentially, this is all the location of the bolts of where it goes. That's the nut. I mean, that's the stud. And this is also a stud. So these are your two nuts. All the rest of these are bolts. So you got two nuts and 15 bolts. I mean, 17 bolts and two nuts. So I'm gonna go ahead and this is the order. Yeah. So these are the bolts. And this is the torque order. Looking up for me, number 19 is the one I don't have, but I'm gonna see if I can find it. And these are the torque specs for the bolts. So looking up for me, the torque wrench. I mean, the torque wrench is already set. It's already set for the larger bolts. This is 14. Bolts mount. Ah. Oh no, 14's right here. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and do this in the crisscross pattern. Alright, time lapse. Oh, before we do that, you're in my way. As always. Time for a time lapse. That. Alright, so that took care of the 14s. So now for the 12s. Oh, this was supposed to go to 41. Oh, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I was mistaken. It's supposed to go to 41 foot-pounds. See, I'll just show you. I can't read.
Read! Read!
No, fuck it. Since I can Toyota wants it to be. So number one's on the bottom. There we go. It is torqued. So now to do the other one, which are 15s. There we go. And then according to this, you just go around the perimeter. And essentially once I get to this point here, well, once I get to this point for sure at number 13, I am safe to go ahead and put I'm good to go ahead and put the bracket on for the motor mount. And for the motor mount. I'm going to put the bracket on for the motor mount, put the motor mount on, and then go ahead and finally take the engine off the jack stand. I mean, off the floor jack. Wow, I can't talk. All right, time-lapse part 2. Slowing down. So you can reposition. see. I got 3 left. Come on. Tablet, wake up. Wake up, tablet. I got 3 left. Yep, 3 left. Cover is on and it's torqued. I'm almost done. Alright, so go ahead and keep the ball going. Still have daylight. Go ahead and put the bracket on. Crap, I'm gonna need 2 hands for this. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and put you down. Alright, as you see, I got it on. I know for sure there is a torque spec out there, but guess what? I'm not gonna look for it. Because you wanna know why? Because we need a torque spec when we have the Ugga Dugga 3000. Oops. Sorry for the shakiness. I do not have a tripod small enough to fit this. Yeah, I'm gonna need extendo. I'll find a torque spec later. This is just for the time being. No, even don't be lazy. I'm gonna find a torque spec now. Well, I looked it up. I got the torque specification for the actual mount, but for the bracket, it seems like it doesn't exist. So I'm gonna put it to the German spec of Guten tight. Now I'm just going to find me an extendo, and it should be good. All right, bracket is mounted. Now time for the fun part, which is putting this on. And as it is right now, the engine is too low. So time for me to go on my back and use my foot to raise it up. I am trying to put this in, so I'll be back. Alright, it's on there. It's possible, but it's on there. You know, the one thing I really is going to fight you is that line. And also it doesn't help that this is like covered in grease. Anyways, the bottom bolts are 64 foot-pounds and the top one is 70. From video I saw, it seemed like it was kind of impossible to get a torque wrench. So I'm gonna see if I could try to put one on there. If not, I'll just get it good and tight. That's about it. Because after all, like, this is just only just to hold just connect the mount to the engine. this is what really is gonna do all the work. So I'm gonna go ahead and just collect all my nuts and torque them down. Alright. Progress. I went ahead and got the motor mount in. Putting the three nuts in it was like not fun, but to line the bracket up with the motor mount, that was the finicky part. It did involve me having to shake the engine a bit. Yeah, I had to like rock the engine a little bit just so the bracket could go onto, so the bracket hole could go onto the stud. As you can see, it made it through. So sorry, wrong way. You see, it made it through. So that was, so pretty much that's what I was doing. You know, trying to rock it back and forth, make sure it's in its home. Right now, it's in its home. Trying to drop this engine all the way in. Alright. And the one thing I am so happy to do for the past, for about a month, the jack has lived in this position for a long time, as you see with the indentation of the bumper. Now I can finally pull it out. I can finally pull it out. Yay. Oh my god. I hope that it's oil from when I took the, I hope that it's oil when I took the when I went ahead and drained it. Hope that is it. I'd be so sad if I cracked the pan. You know what, audience? I need you to see for me. Am I good? Am I not good? Oh, I'm good. Oh, I know why. I didn't put the gas, I didn't put the oil pan, I didn't put the plug gasket in, which I have upstairs. But anyways, this is all I'm doing on this day of recording. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna do for the day. I'll come back next time and we're gonna go ahead and do the rest. Tighten down that bolt, water pump, alternator, all that good stuff, and then all of that. Until then, peace.